Dhambi. 30 Bible verses about wisdom. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. James chapter 1 verse 5. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given him. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 6 to 10. Let no one deceive you with empty words, for because of these things the wrath of God comes upon the sons of disobedience. Therefore, do not become partners with them, for at one time you were darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. For the fruit of light is found in all that is good and right and true, and try to discern what is pleasing to the Lord. First John chapter 4 verse 1. Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God, for many false prophets have gone out into the world. Romans chapter 12 verse 2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. James chapter 3 verse 13 to 18. Who is wise and understanding among you? By his good conduct, let him show his works in the meekness of wisdom. But if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast and be false to the truth. This is not the wisdom that comes down from above, but is earthly, unspiritual, demonic. For where jealousy and selfish ambition exist, there will be disorder and every vile practice. But the wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits, impartial and sincere. And a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. Matthew chapter 7 verse 24 to 27. Therefore, anyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house. Yet it did not fall, because it had its foundation on the rock. But everyone who hears these words of mine and does not put them into practice is like a foolish man who built his house on sand. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell with a great crash. Philippians chapter 4 verse 9 to 10. And it is my prayer that your love may abound more and more with knowledge and all discernment, so that you may approve what is excellent, and so be pure and blameless for the day of Christ. Ecclesiastes chapter 2 verse 13. I thought, wisdom is better than foolishness, just as light is better than darkness. Proverbs chapter 2 verse 6. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. Proverbs chapter 19 verse 8. The one who gets wisdom loves life. The one who cherishes understanding will soon prosper. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 12. The words of a wise man's mouth win him favor, but the lips of a fool consume him. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15 to 16. Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. Colossians chapter 4 verse 5 to 6. Be wise in the way you act towards outsiders. Make the most of every opportunity. Let your conversation be always full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone. Ecclesiastes chapter 2 verse 26. To the person who pleases him, God gives wisdom, knowledge, and happiness, but to the sinner he gives the task of gathering and storing up wealth to hand it over to the one who pleases God. This too is meaningless, a chasing after the wind. Colossians chapter 2 verse 2 to 3. My goal is that they may be encouraged in heart and united in love, so that they may have the full riches of complete understanding, in order that they may know the mystery of God, namely Christ, in whom are hidden all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge. Romans chapter 12 verse 2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. Proverbs chapter 14 verse 1. The wise woman builds a house, but the foolish pulls it down with her hands. Proverbs chapter 19 verse 20. Listen to advice and accept discipline, and at the end you will be counted among the wise. 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 18. For the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God. Psalms 111 verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. All those who practice it have a good understanding. Proverbs chapter 18 verse 15. An intelligent heart acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. Proverbs chapter 15 verse 33. The fear of the Lord is instruction in wisdom, and humility comes before honor. Proverbs chapter 24 verse 3 to 7. By wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. By knowledge the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. A wise man is full of strength, and a man in knowledge enhances his might. For by wise guidance you can wage your war, and in abundance of counselors there is victory. Wisdom is too high for a fool. In the gate he does not open his mouth. Ephesians chapter 1 verse 16 to 19. I do not cease to give thanks for you, remembering you in my prayers, that the God of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of glory, may give you the spirit of wisdom and of revelation in the knowledge of him, having the eyes of your hearts enlightened, that you may know what is hope into which he has called you, what are the riches of his glorious inheritance in the saints, and what is the immeasurable greatness of his power towards us who believe, according to the work of his great might. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 7. The beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom. Though it cost all you have, get understanding. Proverbs chapter 11 verse 2. When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 6 to 16. We do, however, speak a message of wisdom among the mature, but not the wisdom of this age or of the rulers of this age, who are coming to nothing. No, we declare God's wisdom, a mystery that has been hidden and that God destined for our glory before time began. None of the rulers of this age understood it, for if they had, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. However, as it is written, what no eye has seen, and no ear has heard, and what no human mind has conceived, the things that God prepared for those who love him. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 18. Do not deceive yourselves. If any of you think you are wise by the standards of this age, you should become fools, so that you may become wise. A bonus verse. Ephesians chapter 1 verse 17. I keep asking that the God our Lord Jesus Christ, the glorious Father, may give you the spirit of wisdom and revelation, so that you may know him better. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Let us know what you think about this video. Kindly like and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content.